Okay, Sunday morning, just finished milking. Really quick now, cows are drying right off. I said earlier, like a couple of videos ago, or 2-3 weeks ago, cows are milking really well, but these crossbreds always tell you in the milk when it's time to dry off, and they have knocked right off now. So probably because of the cold weather and all that, and they're getting hay and that mixed with the grub, like really heavy to string the silage out. But so Thursday, the February calvers, we're going to dry off. I did say we're going to dry the whole lot off, but the milk checks are too good at the moment. So we're going to dry off the February ones, keep milking in March. So we're going to have about 120 in milk. We're going to dry off about 160. And then we've got the heifers too, what we're going to put in with the dried off ones. So they're all set ready to calve. And then what we will probably do, come end of January, when the cows start to bag out, it looks like we're going to have like quite a big calving time, like kicking off. We're going to dry the rest off and then just go straight in calving. So the milk tanker won't stop coming. It'll come all the time. We'll time it right. So when we finish the when we start the February calving, we finish the March like milk. So we'll see how it goes. Look at that milk ticket, it's still 3,000 litres a day. So that's pretty good going, I reckon. On organic milk price still, and the fats are like 5.6 at the moment, so we're going to be on a good 67, 68 pence a litre with the seasonality. We're just coming to the end of the third year now on this Parlor. It was November 19. November 19 we got up and running. It's probably the best thing we ever done on this farm. So it's not like I was worried about milking a long time. It's about 4.5-5 hours maximum on the old Parlor. The old Parlor was the native size with jars and all that. But this Parlor here, we put in 24/48, and we milk their cows like in like May when they're peaking out. It's going to be 2 hours tops. And that makes a massive difference. You get like 1 or 2 litres a day extra by just milking them quicker, and the cows are straight in, straight out. A lot happier they are. Things that just run a lot smoother on this farm when you're not milking for so long. I don't know if it's like because we've had more time to sort out other problems than that, or the cows are happier, but it's like, it was a big decision to put in a Parlor like this, because it's a lot of money, but we bit the bullet and we did it, and it is by far one of the best things we ever done. It was all done by like word of eye and word of mouth too. Like when we built it, we didn't have no plans, so I just said put that concrete there like that and slope it down this way and put a drain over there. Like it was a bit like that. It's like just talking to the builder every day. There was no, like the levels were completely out on this Parlor. When we put the Parlor in, really, we wanted to put, you had to go in this way round and the cows had to go out there, but it didn't work that well, because like to walk in the Parlor they got to walk downhill, or it's not great for cows, and then when they go out the Parlor they got to walk down the ramp, and we were going to put steps instead of a ramp, but that was good doing that ramp. And the cows, all the experts said to me, there's no way the cows are going to walk out and walk in like the way they are, but it's the fastest flowing cow flow and Parlor I've ever known. They just no sticks or anything try the cows out, try the cows in. It will just go straight through nice and easy. Like no, I can't fault it, it's spot on. This is outside the Parlor where the cows come in. We've got a yard scraper running there ready to scrape up. But here, see, like there's a little slope coming down into the Parlor. So they're actually walking the Parlor, the cows actually got to walk down a bit. And then when they walk out, they've got to walk down that ramp. But we've got all this concrete, outdoor concrete here on a plant, and that will all help out. And then we put in like a pretty basic Parlor. One thing I did do is like last minute I bought ACRs because I was a little bit worried about not having them. I thought because we've got so many different people milking on this Parlor, you can't beat ACRs. So I've milked on the Parlor before about ACRs, and it does work really well. But yeah, ACRs, and then literally anybody can milk on that Parlor. This is up where the cows stand, so you've got these feeders here, pretty standard. We went for a metal top instead of a plastic one, but the whole lot just washes down through. Cows can lean over and eat their mate's cake and that, but they all get the same cake. You do get a bit of that, but that's what you've got to expect when you put in a pretty basic Parlor. The feeders are bog standard, so you just got a plastic hopper there and a metal downpipe. and then all you've got is a little red ball in there, and then every 4 or 5 meters you just pull this rope here. It's got the cake really simple, but if you have any problems, just let anybody like is going to be able to fix that, and not like you're going to get any problems because it was literally that basic. The only thing I wish I did do on this Parlor, I suppose, is I went for the cheapest gates you could get, just air drive gates instead of like the ones what like shut manually. So when we let a side out, we have got to let the whole side out, shut the gate, then open up the back gate. When I see what a lot of people got on their one-heater Parlors and that is like they just keep a constant flow of traffic through, don't bother shut the back gate because they can shut the front gate last minute. Next couple of days are really busy, so we're doing all the bends down before breakfast in the morning. We've got no trouble with people getting up early, so we do it all really early in the morning. So this is a dry cage, so I just turned off all the lights. Toby's chucking straw around, so we're done down here then. But next week leading up to Christmas is going to be a really busy one. We're going to bed down all the animals, everything, all before breakfast. We're going to chuck plenty of hay and racks and whatnot, so we get through Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and then we go into the new year. When we get into the new year, we've got 12 days of January of TV testing across all the farms. So that's like nearly half a month to do that. Fine early in the morning too, there's no messing about. Everybody just like focuses and gets on with work straight away. After breakfast it's a little bit more laid back, a bit more steadier, but this is all flat out. Everybody works really hard to get the job done. Toby now putting the last bell in, that's 5 bells now in. I'm here to cut all the strings and take off so I ain't got to get out the tractor, keep it running smooth. And I also open up all the gates to let him in. So now he's down the barrier, all I've got to do is put the string away, shut all the gates down the barrier once he pulls out. Straw's going through the chopper well this year. Those choppers are having an easy time. Some years when the bells are a bit more moist inside and it's a bit harder flaps on the straw, it can be a bit of a job. But yeah, a little less work, a little less struggle for him. Right, last job in the morning before breakfast, I've got to get a cow and calf out. That's my setup. We'll chuck my truck now, look at that, I've got private number plate on it. So what I do is cows to calve over there. Well, I like now and again want a calf over there, or when you don't see them, but most time if we see one getting ready to calve, we bring them through here and then into this shed here. So I'll just do that again, they come out of that shed into this pen here, and then we drive them all through here and then into the shed, and then we've got a little calving shed here, or a little sorting out. We do all our TV testing and whatnot. There's a cow here, and a calf there somewhere. Got crossbreds coming out at the moment, because back in when we were calving up on the spring unit, I bought all the bulls down just to get them out of the way, and we chucked them in with like dry cows, and I put a few in with the milkers because a lot were bulleting, and I thought I might have the eye off ball when I was calving and whatnot up there. So we've got those crossbred bulls that's practically served everything. We've got crossbred calves coming out like mad. What's alright, not too fussed, but we don't want to go down that road too much with this herd, all year round calving herd, because the cows do come in early because the ground is so wet. So we don't want to, you know, we like milk from grass and we try to graze as long as possible, but we don't want to like go too far down that grazing road because they will have to come in a lot. And then if you bring like crossbred cows in, like real crossbred, like Jersey, you're not going to get the like milk out of them what you're putting in. So you want to keep them fairly black and white Holstein-y. Right, let's load her up. Right, so we go ahead and take the box up. Done the hinges already, see how it does. Nice bit of straw in the box. Got to keep the straw down so when I put the calf in, if he sits down, we don't get a dirty navel. So I haven't been dipping the calves' navels. When we calve in the spring, I dip every one, but I haven't been doing it lately because it's been quite dry and been alright. So I've got it set up down there so one man can practically sort the cow and calf out, calve it or whatever, and then bring it up to the dairy unit. We want a calving shed up next to a dairy really, and then what we've got to do is drive them through. you know, this job you have got to use the cattle box there to get them up. What can be a bit of a pain in the ass if you're in a hurry or if you ain't got the box. Alright, so here we go. Go on, hopefully it's textbook and she goes in straight away. Go on. Go on. When you got a bit of straw on tailboard, it helps, ain't it? Go on. Get on it. Go on. Get on. Go on. Go on. Get on it. Go on. Get on. Get in there. Get in there. Go on. Oh, it's going to be awkward. Get on. Get on. Should go in the end. We wait here long enough. Go on. Get on. Go on. Get on it. See what I do, I chuck bloody Calving first, that's what I should have done. Alright, there we go, swaying gates round. Got her in, eventually. Calf there. See, like real crossbred calf, a lot of black on top, white legs. Nice heifer calf though, coming out nice and strong. They're coming out big. That's why I reckon those spring calving cows are going to have big calves this year. Because when I bump them on the side, those spring calving cows, they feel big in there, and I don't think it was like that last year. I can't quite remember, but definitely a bit different this year. So that's why we're going to drag out the milk in another week. And then they'll only have about 40 days, 38 days, some of them. But a lot of them be middle of February. It'll kick off, so they're going to have, most of them are going to have 50 days. So, but I reckon that's enough. If anything, they want less than that, because they are crossbreds and they don't yield as high as these sort of cows. So I reckon they can take it on. We can take it on a little bit longer. The only problem we have got is with tubing, but because we're organic, we don't need a lot of pellets and tubes. So I reckon it'll be alright. I'm going to take it on. I'm milking. Keep milking those cows. I don't think we're going to have a year like this again with the milk price, so make most of it. Whoops. Set gates back up and go. Sunday afternoon, I'm down in the parlour on the spring unit. Just left side in there. Say I'm about 2/3 of the way through milking. Just put this side on, pulling off very fast. Milking on my own while I've got Jack, my son, with me. He's doing a cake feeding and he's doing the spraying up. He does all the pre-dipping, post-dipping, I do washing and whacking on. Cows come off quick. So what I've done is anything with a red tail tape now is March Calving. So anything without a tail tape is going to get dried off on Thursday. This is the last Sunday we're going to milk all the cows. So next Sunday I'm only going to have about 20-ish to go through. And then we're going to carry on like that till we get at least a couple bagging up ready to calve, and then we'll probably dry them off. Start feeding the cake. I'm going to go down in front of the minute, start washing off. Hey now, I've got the odd boy cell count now. I'll have to keep out because they're all like relatively dry cows and nothing's averaging over like 10 litres. We're getting a fair cell count just rising. They will tell you on the cell count when they're ready to dry off. Cows there along the cell feed. It's gone from cold and icy this morning to wet, miserable and semi-cold. I think it's about 6 degrees. There we go. Real miserable afternoon. I chucked loads of straw around this summer. I had oil for a lot of straw choppers and happy days. So I've got to take him off after this. Right, Jack's fed all these, so I'm just going to start washing these off and start putting them on. I'll show you the average cow you've got. See, one there gives like 1 litre and maybe a waste time. One took 3 minutes to milk, give 3.7. 2 minutes to milk gives 0.1. One gives 7.1. These are Marsh Calver. 5.7, 8.9. He's got red tail tape on, he's going to calve in March. So that's how we're going to do it now. It's too good to miss out on the milk price at the moment, so that's why we're not trying more off. We've had a good year, but I reckon next year it's going to be a little bit up and down, so we're going to see how we get on. Make the most of it. Our biggest challenge next year is going to be the organic cow tape, I reckon. What's really expensive.